Finally, I would like to talk about Principle 5. Secure and healthy relationships promote adolescent success and positive development. My grandmother would say this is nothing new. We can all think about a relationship that we had with an adult growing up that may not have been a family member, may have been a mentor, may have been a teacher, may have been someone that really helped us in our development, helped us see who we could be, helped us navigate the challenges that we were having in life. So relationships are very, very important. And in fact, the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges summarizes the importance of these with 3 S's. 1, safety. Kids, be they kids who've had experienced traumatic events and had traumatic responses or not, need to feel that they're safe. So we need to think about what kind of environment we're placing them in and how that may impact safety. And the perception of safety is not one size fits all because it's impacted by our individual experiences and thinking and conditions. So just because you feel like this could be a safe environment or place to put the kid, it's important that there's a dialogue with that young person to see if they feel that it's safe. Not only do they feel that it's safe before they go in it, but while they're in it, do they still feel like it's safe? So that's important to keep in mind, that safety is an individualized thing. By asking about the young person's safety, you're being an active agent in promoting positive development. So you can become that person who, when that young person is an adult and looks back and thinks about who was helpful to me, who cared about me, that could be you. And another thing to consider is self-determination. For a myriad of reasons, kids often go through life feeling like others are doing things to them, having them done to them, some positive and some not positive. You can help them be an agent for their own growth and for their own development by engaging them in the process, not just dictating to them what will happen. And finally, according to the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges, the 3rd S is social supports. Kids, just like all of us, need social supports and positive social supports who help reflect to us what we can become and what we can grow to be and what they hope that we can become. One could argue that a kid needs more social support than an adult because a kid is more an agent of a system and can't act as independently as an adult could. So, in closing, I hope I have been able to help you understand normal adolescent developmental changes, to help you put in perspective how risk-taking, how peer influence, how impulsivity and emotional regulation can wax and wane with adolescents, because under certain circumstances, adolescents can show abilities like that of adults, but under other circumstances, and probably those where their emotions are involved or where their peers are involved, or they think their peers are involved. That's how strong it can be. They are less likely to demonstrate the same maturity level of an adult. I've helped you understand that trauma and the way that you respond to a traumatic event can impact a person both physically, but also psychologically or emotionally. But the psychological and emotional impact can be positively intervened, so it doesn't have to be long-lasting, if youth are provided with evidence-based treatments. So it's not just that once traumatized, although you will have always had that experience, the way that that experience impacts you can change significantly with the correct intervention. And these interventions have been evidence-based and have demonstrated that change can be seen within months. So we're not talking about years of treatment, but the evidence-based treatments that I showed you in the slide can happen effectively, bring about change within 3 to 4 months, as long as it's provided in a way that's faithful to the curriculum. And finally, I hope that I've also given you some ideas of how you can be an agent in promoting positive development and changes in the youth that come before you.